So we've decided to come to Peguera. I've been here for a week or two, and we're quite lucky because it seems to be market day. So we're going to start by just having a little walk around the market, and then we're going to walk down towards the beach and hopefully find somewhere for a coffee, and maybe later on to have a bite to eat.
Nice asparagus there.
One of the things we do like when we go to different places to have a look at the markets, and I didn't even know there was a market in Peguera, so I might pick up a little bit of fruit and veg to take home with us. Nice to see the bars busy, nicely distanced. A few more stalls a little bit further up. We did come here a few days ago to Calafonels, somewhere we just called into on the way back from Port Andratx. If you're interested in that video, just look down in the YouTube channel and you'll find videos there. Bars are busy today. This market is much more extensive than I'd thought. The fruit and vegetable with the sobrasadas hanging. Thoroughly enjoyed our sobrasada, and it was one with the red tassel. And the red tassel indicates that it was a picante one. The dried fruits here. Nuts. And the sweets, the dulces. This is really quite a surprise. It is much more extensive than I thought, and there are some stalls on the other side of the road as well, so we'll catch them on the way down. In fact, this is actually a part of Peguera that we don't normally come to. When we come to Peguera, we normally walk along the beach and through the central street. This is quite a nice little find. So it's Tuesday, so Tuesday, market day. It's not on my list of markets. I wrote down a list of markets, and Peguera didn't crop up on the list for Tuesday, so make a note of that if you're in the area. An interesting little market here in Peguera. I've lost Anita. But that's nothing new. When we get to a market, she starts looking at one of the stalls. She'll catch me up, I'm sure. It's only the 6th of April, so we've just had the Easter weekend, and it's very, very mild here. Sort of mid-20s today, but we are in for a cold snap. The temperature's due to drop tonight and probably go down 10 or maybe even more degrees, so tomorrow is supposed to be quite a cold day, but we'll see. We're going out for lunch tomorrow, and we have to sit on the terrace, so it may be back to jumpers and long trousers, where I'm in shorts and a short sleeve shirt today. Still waiting for Anita to come up. She's eyeing up these stalls, looking at things to buy. What have you spotted? Anything?
Yes, something for the baby.
All right.
Some money.
So Just looking at the markings on the floor here, and this is where they normally have stalls here marked out. So maybe it's not as extensive as it normally is, but I still see stalls up. So we're going to kind of walk up to the last stall, and then we'll walk down on the other side where we can see some other stalls as well. And the likes of all these very colourful things. Buy for the grandchildren here and in the UK. And still some more stalls. It goes on. We're getting near to the top now. A German sausage store. Figueira very much caters for the German market, and so a lot of Germans are here on the island for the Easter break. Something like 40,000 Germans came here for their holidays. That's much to the annoyance of the Spanish people who are not allowed to visit their family and friends on the mainland, and vice versa. But people from the rest of Europe pretty much are allowed to come here. They do have to have the tests, so you have to have these PCR tests, and that's quite expensive. I noticed in the newspaper, one of the clinics here, the Juaneda, is advertising PCR tests for €90, and you get your results within 24 hours. So anyone returning to Germany, many other countries, have to pay for that test. So our daughter-in-law and grandchildren have gone to Holland, and our daughter-in-law had to pay the €90 for her test. That enables her to go and visit family in Holland. Has been a little controversy. Seems to be reports of a German doctor offering PCR test results without having actually done the test. So police are investigating, and that's an ongoing situation, which I might report on when I hear any new information on that one. Anita is in her element here. Again, this is an area where there is some markings on the floor where stalls can be situated, but no stalls situated here today. So there's actually room for expansion for this market area. I think we'll have to bear it in mind that Tuesday, market day, Figueira, put it in the diary. There's a bread store. I had some of the brown bread today, like toast, with not with sobrasada this morning, but with just with tomatoes. A very typical thing to have on bread, particularly when it's toasted in the morning for breakfast, is brown bread toasted with like a tomato sauce. I made my own little tomato sauce, very simply, really, with chopped tomatoes and salt, pepper, and some herbs in there as well. And I find that a lovely way to start the day. More fruit and vegetables, all looking very nice. We need to spotted a table where we can. So we managed to find somewhere for a coffee here at the market in Figueira. So excuse us while we just have our coffee. Cheers.
Cheers.
And she's looking for some nice cheese.
To that one. Yeah.
Curado.
It's okay. That looks nice. Should we have that, please? Este trofeo, por favor. Sí.
Some nice cheese and some Serrano ham. Got honey here as well, and of course the soprasada. That was a nice little find, so got some nice cheese there. Anita's now gone off to find some clothes for our grandchildren and told me to wander off in the opposite direction while she does so. We are under quite strict restrictions now, so the bars here, they have to have distanced tables. They're not allowed to open on the inside, so people can only sit on the terraces, and they have to be closed by 5 p.m. Dear, there's a Chinese shop here. Anita does like to go in those and buy things. Maybe she'll miss it. Stall with the dried fish, salted fish, and olives. We do like the olives, and olive oil too. And some different wines. Ah, sí, muy bueno. A few flowers here, plants that Anita will be looking at again. More flowers. Oh, we're bound to get some of these. She was looking for freesias the other day and didn't find any, so I think she's going to find some in this store. So Anita did manage to find some flowers.
As I always do.
Are they freesias?
Yes.
Exactly as I said. And as always, Anita finds a bottle of wine. This is another local wine from Bini Salem.
€3. So
€3. So yeah, we've got to give that a try. That looks pretty cute. Got to be for one of our grandchildren. So a nice little collection of things Anita's managed to buy here at the market in Figueira. We'll put all of these in the car now and then carry on our travels. When we usually come to Figueira, we usually park at the other side of the town, as we're normally coming from Palma. This time we drove all the way around and we're entering from the far side. So things may look a little bit different from here. So this is a little part where we don't normally come. Seems to be quite a few tourists here. Typically it's a German area, so interesting vehicles. Calvia in their wisdom installed cobblestones in many of the villages and towns, and supposedly I think to calm the traffic. It just made it very noisy. When cars drive along here on this cobbly type stones, they do make a lot of noise. And also very shortly after they were put down, they started to break away, and some of them got dislodged. The noise of the cars that go past. So we're going to have a look to see what it's like now down at the beach, get away from the noise of the cars. Not many cars go down that road, but when they do, it seems to be very noisy. So we're just heading down to the beach here in Pagera, and the sun glistening off the sea looks beautiful. You can already see people swimming in the sea. And sitting on the beach. A few waves here. And still some piles of seaweed on the beach that have not yet been cleared away. It's the Mari Pins Hotel. So we just got to the first bar on the beach. It looks as though it might have a nice terrace up there, and they're doing a menu del dia for €10.95, which is, I would think, very good for somewhere right on the beach here in Pagera. So it isn't actually lunchtime yet, it's only 12:15, so it's a little bit early to go to eat, but people are already getting into the bars now, just having an early drink. The waves much bigger than we've seen in many places. There's actually somebody with a wave ski over there doing a little bit of surfing. Still some places though here in Pagera that are not yet open. Those waves look really quite cool.
Oh, they're lovely, aren't they?
I'm surprised there's only one person out there trying to surf them. As far as Calvia is concerned, the season hasn't actually started yet. They're not considering the season to start until next month, so May. So there are no lifeguards on these beaches. Aha. Nice day to be out on the water. I think there might be a little bit of breeze out there because the waves are coming up onto the beach. Still good fun. I think this was someone on a wave ski, but it looks actually now to be a stand-up paddleboard, and he's actually doing some surfing on that, wave surfing. So we still very much have the promenade here in Pagera to ourselves. Many people around. The sea does look inviting. With her parasol. She was complimented. Somebody wrote down in one of the comments saying how much they liked her parasol. Hotel Villamil. Again, another one that's not open yet. Beautiful walk along this promenade. We're actually going to walk around to the right here where the promenade actually comes to an end, but just from here we can see the waters crashing against the rocks. Something I find just fascinating to watch. Waves crashing against rocks. I haven't had any particularly strong winds that I recall, but certainly a little bit rougher here than we've seen over the last day or two. There's the beach. Perhaps a little bit quieter than I had expected, but this is only one of 3 beaches here in Figueira. So maybe when we get round to the middle beach, the next one round, we'll see a few more people. Great to see the waves rolling in. I can feel a little breeze now, which is why the waves are coming in this direction. And at the end of this little walkway here, there's a few rocks out in the sea where the waves are crashing against them. So that's what I come to see. Even though there are waves, the water is still very clear. Beautiful views, just fascinating to watch the sea. Just want to watch one more wave, always want to watch one more wave. We're going to head off round now to the middle beach. Photo opportunity for Anita. I'm just waiting for a big wave to soak us out. Some big ones coming. Here we go. This is the one. Oh. Missed. Quite unfortunate that they didn't continue the promenade just around the headland to the other beach, but we now have to walk all the way up the hill here and round back down onto the second beach.
lovely with the mountains in the background, isn't it?
And that means for us we've got to walk now up this ramp. I think if I'm doing that I need to turn the video off. I don't want to listen to me puffing and panting my way up here. Even handrail. See you at the top. I'm just coming now to the next beach here in Pagera, and I do see a few surfers out there trying to catch waves. Actually quite a few trying to catch the waves out there. Still not too many people on the beach though. I was expecting a few more. Surfers just need lots of patience. They wait and wait for that perfect wave. Sometimes they get it, and sometimes they don't. So 12:23 is the time. Here we are in Pagera, and the temperature is 27 degrees. That's a sun temperature. It's not that in the shade, but it was very pleasant to walk around in. This part of the promenade's got a nice little bit of shade for us to walk in. One thing I've been talking about on some of the videos, but really rarely seen, are these processionary caterpillars that go nose to tail. There's two groups, there's one there and another one here. They're fine so long as you don't interfere with them. Their hairs can cause terrible allergic problems, so if you see these, avoid them. They're one of the real nasties of Mallorca, and they fall out of the pine trees, or they walk down the side of the pine trees, and will actually turn into moths at some point in their life cycle. In the past, trees have been sprayed with chemicals to kill them. They put moth catchers to catch the moths so that they don't allow them to breed. In the countryside, they will actually shoot them with a shotgun full of salt to destroy the nests. Not to destroy the creatures like that, but to destroy the nests. The salt just completely destroys them. But if you do see them, give them a wide berth. Certainly don't interfere with them. That disturbs the little hairs, and the little hairs get onto your skin. And even to people who are not allergic to you get a really nasty rash, and people who are allergic, it can be quite nasty, quite serious, can end up in hospital. Particularly children may be vulnerable, and your pets, animals, dogs in particular, can be seriously injured by them. So one of the very few nasties of Mallorca. So we've got all of these wonderful things: the sea, sand, the bars. I think we can have one nasty. It's the big hotel, Beverly Playa. That's been closed for a while, still not open. And the swimming pool's looking a little bit brown. At the end of this walkway it does actually continue, and it's a nice stone path here which will take us round the next headland to the third beach of Pagera.
Ducks down there again.
I can't believe how many ducks we've seen over the last few months. We come round to the third beach. Again, we've got a few people on the beach and one or two in the sea as well. Still quite a lot of waves. No surfers on this beach. See the bars along here open, and serving drinks, serving food. This one we've actually had drinks sitting outside here. Very nice. We just spotted some nice wildflowers. So this is what would be one of the 3 beaches here in Pagera. It's either the first or the third, depending on which side you come from. If you have a look at Mallorca Under the Sun, one of Alex's videos, she actually takes you to another little beach, which is just the other side of the hill there. I'm sure my knees are up to that, so if you want to see that beach, Mallorca Under the Sun on YouTube, and you'll see her discovery. We'll just head round to the end of this little walkway and have a look at the views, and maybe see some surfers catching waves. So not very many people out on the beach today. We've finished the official Easter holidays. Yesterday was a bank holiday. Today's no longer a bank holiday. It's the Tuesday after Easter. So many people had to head back to work. We're fortunate to have the rest of this week off, so we can enjoy some more walks. hope you enjoyed the walk along the 3 beaches here in Pagera. We're going to find somewhere to have lunch today. So we've made our way up now to the main road that runs through Pagera. So we've left the beaches behind us in search of food. It's nice to see lots of shops open on the other side there. Anita resisting. It's always good to see. So the Hotel Villamil on the other side. When we walked past it in the winter time last year, we've been doing a lot of work here, so I'm sure it's spruced up and ready to go whenever they decide to open. We're still in search of somewhere to go to eat. So we managed to find somewhere to eat, and Anita's managed to find a nice glass of wine to drink, and I've got my shandy. So cheers!
Cheers! Cheers, darling.
Oh, from the Garden Rendezvous here in Pagera on the beach. We'll show you the food when it arrives. So we both chose a salad to start with. Looks really nice. Going to enjoy that. So for the main course, Anita chose the fish. She's very happy with that. And I chose the lomo. All looks very nice. Bon appetit. Well, Anita said she wasn't going to have a dessert.
Only because you have that.
But she was tempted. So we've both gone for the chocolate cake. It's always nice to finish a meal with a coffee.
Yeah.
And a chupito to finish off with as well. Well, hope you've enjoyed our video of Pagera. We've certainly enjoyed our little walk. We enjoyed the market, we enjoyed the walk along the beach, and we've especially enjoyed our meal. And we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now.
Bye.